So, when do you start, or when did your interest with video games start?
What, actual interest with video games or just with this video game?
Actual.
Well, I'm older, so I know all about back when the Atari games started back in the days, and they had the games like Pong and the tank games and all that kind of stuff, so they were pretty cool. But then, you know, as the games started to really develop, I had all the different games, the Sega games when they started coming out, and you know, the Nintendo stuff. But then Nintendo started to move more toward the kids, and I got off into PlayStations and stuff. So I've been into games. I'm pretty much, I like the adventure games. When the games started to become more and more elaborate and stuff, I'm pretty much an adventure guy. I like playing one-player games.
And as far as adventure games go, what would you say is your favorite or interests you the most?
My favorite games, I mean, back in the days, I used to play like lots of the ninja games and like Strider and things like that, where there's like one guy that has to Contra, and you're trying to run from level to level and stuff. But like now, I guess my favorite games is basically the Resident Evil series, stuff like that. You know, where it's kind of they have puzzles involved, and you have to get from one side to the next. But I never really got into like the first-person games. I played Doom and Quake and that stuff, but I mean, you know, I hope there's not no Doom or Quake fans out there, but to me, if you played one, you played them all. It's like pretty much different zombies and, you know, a little motion sickness, and there you go. And plus, I got kind of pissed at Quake because I went online and tried to play it, and I mean, as soon as I landed, I got whacked. So it was like I never really got to play, because as soon as, if you ever play online, the minute you touch down, some guy runs up and murders you. So I'm like, how do you play online? You gotta. But so my buddy was like, you have to land with all the weapons. You have to come in with a lot of weapons. So maybe because I couldn't play it well enough, I started to dislike those games.
How about your current involvement with the Fox games? How did that come about?
Well, what happened was, you know, I had done different game magazines. I reviewed some games for them and stuff, and I think it was word on the street was Ice plays video games. And like, I tend to play a lot of games because being in music and entertainment and stuff, you know, I don't necessarily think it has more stress than anything else, but me playing a video game allows me to take away my stress, because the character always has more stress than me. So for a minute or an hour or 3 hours, now I'm worrying about a dragon versus my taxes or this record that isn't done. So it's an escape for a moment. It's like exchange the pressure of something else. But my friend works with Fox Entertainment and stuff, Arabian. He basically said they would like to use you as a voice for this game, and I was like, yeah, cool, you know. So I went up, I took a look at Sanity. I haven't got a chance to play the entire game. I've just seen some of the levels demonstrated, but I came in one day and I did all the voices for it, so it's kind of hip, you know. Now I'm a video character, so it's cool.
In your career, is something you're glad to have achieved? Being a video game?
I don't really know if it's any major achievement or anything. I guess it'll be cool. Hopefully, if the game's a hit, it'll be very cool, you know. But this character I play says some cool stuff. And the way we did the dialogue, I think people will just play the levels just to hear what Ice is going to say next. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hip. And but this is a good experience for me to go in and learn about how games are made and stuff. But it's a big project for anybody out there that doesn't know. It's not as simple as plugging in your, you know, controller and playing it. These things take years to make.